also there. Just
We're not using teleprompter.
or not. Oh, okay.
It's an interview.
That's gonna ring
Yeah, that's true.
after like the intro song.
Wait, so this
There were
I press on
questions
the
on the
start.
teleprompter.
This
The
is
Try
answers
to
are
show
somehow
up.
there.
Guys, you already advanced it. We're live, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Max. You already advanced it.
Oh,
Ready?
wait, are we rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, ready? We're in the intro.
Okay.
Alright, ready?
Yep. So that was a clip from the show's opening number, Prepare Ye. Good morning, I am Garrett King, and today I am joined by three guests from the Masque Drama Society, the Mr. Sean Gatta, Teo Mertz, and Anthony McFadden. So, first of all, I'd like to just ask, can you guys tell me what the show's about?
Well, the show is called Godspell. It's about the gospel according to Matthew. It's interpretation with a modern twist. Some jokes in there about just general things that would what would you say, like?
You know, attract a modern audience.
Yeah.
I don't know. Be more applicable to a modern audience.
I would call it a relevant retelling of a series
Definitely.
of the parables in the Gospel of
Mythology is what you're saying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And what are your guys' roles in the production?
Well, I'm the director of the production, also the vocal director and the producer. But I'm certainly not a one-man show. I've got a production staff that
Still
does
sounds
a whole lot.
Sounds like you got a lot on your plate still.
Yes, but to them.
I have the role of John the Baptist / Judas.
I'm the soloist for the song "Light of the World."
Cool. And like I know usually in the past we've taken like a different approach to some of the different fall shows, but how specifically does this one differ from the other fall shows that the Masque has done in the past?
A lot of the fall shows that we've done in the past have been a series of one acts, meaning a compilation of a bunch of different small musicals called a musical review, but this is a full-length musical that we're doing for the fall show.
Are there any challenges that comes with tackling that rather than the one acts review?
I mean, it's hard to say. I would say there's pros and cons to both. There's trade-offs in either realm. If you're doing a review, there's less of a whole picture to worry about, and you can probably get away with not having a full pit orchestra. But if you're doing a full production, there's a few more boxes you have to check, I would say, as far as the sound, the lighting, the costumes, everything. So it's definitely a larger scale production than what has been done in the past in the fall, and we're really excited about it.
It's interesting. I know you guys just finished up Tech Week with the understudy run last night. You've been at Central really late in the McGonagall Theater all week. But how specifically does a Tech Week rehearsal differ from a normal rehearsal?
You guys want to speak to your process pre-rehersal, what that setup looks like?
Well, it's a lot crazier. Like you gotta cram to hit the start time. We haven't made it the past couple days, but we promise we're gonna be on. We're gonna be on the night. It's way different when you have the full pit playing and you have the lights. It's so much different than a normal rehearsal. You really feel into it.
Definitely, you really feel how the full production is coming together, and everyone is able to completely immerse themselves in the show. It's completely different and it's incredible.
And I know there's like a lot, like yes, the actors are a very important part, but there's also some technical aspects that also play into a musical. So what does it take from a technical standpoint to put on a show of this caliber?
So, I mean, this is my directorial debut. I've never directed a show prior to this year, and I learned a lot about what it takes to put on a production like this, and I have, as I mentioned, a production staff of about 10 people that all had a different role. You know, I had a construction manager, a set designer, a lighting designer, a stage manager. I had a technical director, You work closely with him, Mr. Wilson. Choreographer. I mean, the list goes on. Production assistant, paint manager. We really came together. It takes a village to put on a show like this, and it's showing in the performances. So we hope you'll come out and see it.
Teo, Anthony, anything you want to add? Or...
I have to say, Garrett King is the best at putting on microphones.
Thank you for that. Specifically for Mr. Gatta, how does it feel being the director of a play for the first time? Like, any nerves?
Definitely some nerves, but at this point, it's mostly turned to excitement. I'm just over the moon, proud of the cast and the crew for throwing this together in 2 months because it wasn't seeming feasible at a certain point in the process, and they brought it. And now I hope we can just bring some more people to the theater to see it because it's going to be fantastic.
One final question for everyone. What is your opinion on the sound of the musical? Specifically, the student sound coordinator. I've heard that guy's amazing.
You already got a compliment.
Okay, fine. Okay. Well, thank you to you guys for coming on, and thank you all for watching the Viking News Network. Till next time, I'm Garrett King. Have a great day.
I know, but he had already said it.
Why did you say that?
I think it was funny.